What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? What you on? What you on? What you on? What you sneaking over there doing? Uh-huh. I see you. Mhm. What's happening, y'all? Thank you for tuning in. This is going to be one of the first real stories out of my book that I'm going to go in my book, Diamond in the Dirt, all over the place. I'm going to start with um, first let me throw this out there. Thank my honor, my obedience to God and all his blessings to me and all that good stuff. My honor, in my honor, in honor of God, where all my blessings come from. Let me get this right. I want to thank God for all my blessings. I always got stuff on my lip. I want to thank God for all my blessings and all of that jazz. Thanking him for another present, which is today, July 3rd, 2019. Okay. I want to say that I love my children very much. Love you, Tisha, you're not here. Only in spirit. And I love you, Antonio, who is 33 now, and Patrice, who is 32 now. But in the beginning, I can't even do this now because my battery going down. I'm going to talk until the battery go out. Let me see. Gosh. I don't know why I'm at 20%. I could get something in there. Anyway, this story. I remember when I didn't want in. I'm saying that I love my kids that they're here now that they're here, But I was the type of woman, I thought I wasn't going to have any kids. I didn't want any kids because I didn't want any responsibilities or any of that. I didn't think I was going to ever get married or any of that. So I know that I was using birth control pills when I got pregnant with, no, let me back up. When I got pregnant with Tisha, I was using the rhythm method. Well, I was using the rhythm method, and I never did get caught. And then I got on the pills. And then next thing you know, I was pregnant. And she was born November 25th, 82. Okay. And so then December 30th, 82, I was married. Okay, so the second child, I was using an IUD. And Dr. Kumar took that IUD out of me and say, "You 8 weeks pregnant." And I was like, how could that be? Well, IUD not 100%. I was like, wow. So then that baby was born March 2nd, 1985. And how Patrice came along was, I was simply teasing my husband. I had a house coat on and I was teasing him, and I didn't have anything under the house coat, and I was opening and closing the house coat, teasing him, saying, you got 1 more week or something like that. Next week I go for my 6-week checkup or whatever. Well, he didn't wait for that next week. It had been 6 weeks, but I hadn't been to the doctor yet. Well, the doctor didn't give me the clearance yet, but, well, a rubber was used, and my husband broke the rubber, and I got pregnant with Patrice. So, that scared me to death. So I got my tubes tied after that because I was like, I could get pregnant this easy? Gee, I'll have 10 kids before I know it. So that's how that happened, but I'm glad everything happened the way it had happened. And I love my kids very much, and I also love, out of that came 9 grandkids. So that's a whole separate story. But I always say that, back when I was a teenager, my mom enrolled us to John Robert Powell's modeling school. So I guess I was 14, 15, somewhere in there, and I was modeling. My sister was modeling. And then I graduated for the advanced class. And then my sister wasn't accepted for the advanced class. So then my mama made us, drop out. She was like, well, Nina didn't make it. You don't go either. It was kind of like that. So I had to drop out because my sister didn't make it. And we were like two peas in a pod. We did everything together. So she didn't make it, so I wasn't able to continue. So that was that. But I used to do modeling in lounges, modeling shows. We were invited to go to New York. Wasn't able to go because my sister wasn't going to be able to go, so I couldn't go. I'm pretty sure that's how it went. It was a long time ago. I could be off, but anyhow, I know we did get invited, and I know I wasn't able to go. So, I mean, the school, John Robert Powell School, they had something coming up, but it was for the advanced people, which I didn't get a chance to be included in because we dropped out after that. What else? So anyway, after that, see how I'm all over the place? I went back to that, and then that was before I had even met my husband. Now, before my husband, all I dealt was with business owners, which was wrong. They were all married. Most of those men I was dealing with was married, but they were loaded. And I'm not, it was what it was. I'm not necessarily proud of that, but it was just a time in my life. It was part of my learning process. So, I had came from money, and I thought everybody I dealt with should have had money, and they did. I made sure of that. So I was with a different elite type of people all the time. I'm not proud of myself. I respected marriage after I got much older. But back then, I thought it was cool. I thought it was cool to be the woman on the side, the chick on the side, doing for the man what their wife wouldn't do for them. Well, I was willing to do all those things back then, but you just change as you get older. That's why men like real young chicks, because they dumb. They dumb and stupid, and you can get them to talk them into anything. Just whisper sweet nothings in their ear, and they go along with the majority of them. I know I was in that loop. I did. I believed everything they was telling me, because that's you're considered green, naive, and it's your learning process. Wisdom and youth don't go together. By the time you really learn something, you done got older, because you ain't lived long enough to know it all. You're in your 30s, you think you just got it all mapped out, but you really don't. You really don't. I mean, you can be on a good level of what I want to say. You can have yourself totally together, be in a good space. But when life happens, if something go wrong that you've never ever had to deal with before, then that's when your experience come in and kick in, because you couldn't possibly know if you ain't never dealt with it before, So relationships, people, being trusting, thinking certain people your friends, and all kind of different things. It's like, I don't know. But I'm going to go back to a time when I was a kid on the west side. The first time, like my biological father, he was an alcoholic. I had an auntie and an uncle, they shot dope. I had my hardworking grandmother and my grandfather, myself, and then there was cousins that were in and out of my auntie and them. cousins and different things in and out of the house. My grandmother owned a 2-flat house with a live-in basement. And it was really, the house was filled with all family. And I was the baby girl in the house over there at the time. And I was exposed to a whole lot of things I had no business being exposed to. I saw a whole lot of things that I shouldn't have even been seeing. And it just really took my innocence away. Let a kid be a kid. When I was little, I really thought it was a Santa Claus. Because my daddy, that's what my grandfather used to say. You better go to sleep for the Santa Claus put ashes in your eyes. And I really believe that. And I killed myself trying to go to sleep. It was so hard to go to sleep, but I was crying going to sleep because I didn't want Santa Claus to put ashes in my eyes, make my eyes burn, and blind me or whatever, And my grandfather was so convincing. It was a little black pocket. He said Santa Claus had a little black pocket on his belt. He keep the ashes in. And if little kids be woke, if he catch you woke, he gonna put ashes in your eyes. And I was doing everything in the world. trying to go to sleep. And it really wasn't no such thing as Santa Claus. I didn't appreciate that shit when I got older. My father said, I'm Santa Claus. I'm your Santa Claus. I was like, no, I'm talking about the white man with the white beard and all of that in the red suit. I really believed it was a real Santa Claus. I kind of pretty much knew it wasn't no tooth fairy. I knew they was putting money under my pillow for that. And the Easter Bunny, we didn't even deal with that white. That was some white shit. We just didn't deal with Easter bunnies and all of that. That was really going too far. But Santa Claus, I guess I was maybe 7 or 8. I cried my eyes out. And then that's the first time I realized that parents and grandparents, they tell lies to their kids. They lie. They were liars. I didn't appreciate that. I didn't know how to really express myself back then. But I didn't appreciate that shit. Gonna tell me that bullshit. And it wasn't even true. I didn't even appreciate that. I was truly in my damn feelings about this shit. And I was mad at them for a little minute about that. You gonna tell me that mess. And I had me believing that for all that long time. So, I don't even think I pulled that with my kids. Maybe after 3 or 4 years old or something, they, I don't even think I remember telling them that it was really a Santa Claus. If I did, they was real little, because things go too far sometimes. I think Tony really was like, not even for that. He was just like, no, just let them know I'm buying it. Santa Claus. Now, what I did used to get my kids with, I used to have them around the kitchen table when they were little. And I would say, now, is everybody ready to see the Pillsbury Doughboy? Have you get ready to open some biscuits? And they'd be like, yeah. I say, okay, you got to pay very close attention because it goes really fast and he comes out really fast. And you got to really pay attention. Are you ready? And they used to be like, yeah. And I say, okay. Let me get the knife. Let me get the butter knife. Let me pry into this biscuit. This pack of biscuits. And then go pop. And I said, did you see it? Did you see it? Did you see it? Did you see it? Did you see the Pillsbury Doughboy? Did you see him? Did you see him? Did you see him? And they would be like, yeah. That was so sweet back then. See, I love a little baby. I love babies and little bitty kids. But after they get like 7, you can't, they change. They start changing. After 6 and a half, they start changing. They not. as quiet as sweet as they were. But Antonio, when you were a baby, you had like a flat side, and then you had like a round side on your head. And when you would lay down, I would you would always suck your 2 fingers. You would always suck your 2 fingers, and I believe it was your right hand. You would suck, and I would always pull them 2 fingers out. I would pull them 2 fingers out, and you would put them back. I pull them out, you put them back. I pull them out, you put them back. I pull them out, you put them back. Pull them out, you put them back. And then I'd turn your head on the opposite way, and you would turn your head back on the flat side. I would turn your head on the opposite way, you would turn your head on the flat side. But one time, you were so big, you were like so long for your age and everything, and you pulled yourself and you fell out the baby bed. You pulled yourself up out of the baby bed, and you was about maybe around 8 months, 9 months old or something. Supposed to have been taking a nap and pull yourself out of the baby bed and fell on the floor, fell on your head, but you was all right. You had a hard head. Trust me, I know you had a hard head because we used to run through the house. Let me see. And your head bumped me in my nose. It's still sore right here from there. Right in here. It's still sore. I was still playing with y'all. I remember I used to run through the house with y'all. At that time, you bumped me in my nose. I was still playing with y'all then. I was like, y'all too old for me to play with y'all now. But I didn't know. I knew you were very talented because your dad threatened to whoop you because you didn't want to sing "Bending Knees" on bending knees or whatever that song was, and you could really sing, and you were just so stubborn. You were just real stubborn. Just like I was in all that pain and agony when I was in labor with you, because you were so stubborn. You was just like, I'm just gonna just lay up in here. I ain't ready to come out. And they made me walk them halls, and I was up all night, all day, just going through, walking. Your daddy was there all day, and as soon as he left to try to go get a little rest, then you decided to come. And you the only one he didn't witness. He seen Tisha, he seen Patrice, but he was working hard. He was working very, very hard. He was very tired. And he went, as soon as he left, I called him and told him, well, you got a son. You got a son. As soon as you left, I had him. So, what else? All over the place. Boy, that Tisha. Woo! She was a rough cookie, baby. She was about it chick. Boxer. I should have made money with her and let her box, because that's what all she liked to do is box all the time. She used to walk around the house and say, I'm bored, I feel like fighting somebody. And her and Patrice was like vinegar and oil. They just didn't mix. I don't know what it was. Them two. I got tired of them fighting. I'm just like, y'all go ahead and kill each other. Y'all go ahead and kill each other then. Because I'm just really tired of this. I'm tired of even getting in between y'all. You know, y'all want to kill each other, go ahead. Trish, she took some beatings from Tisha. But then that affected her some kind of way. So now she ain't no telling how she will snap out these days now because of that. See, because ain't nobody been to therapy but me. I'm the only one been to therapy. So it's a lot of stuff. It's a whole lot of stuff that needs to be, you know. I had to tell my son, I talked to him today, that I really appreciate him. And I really feel his love now, because I was wrong for a lot of things. And he was feeling a certain kind of way, So I'm on track, and so is he. And so we share a nice bond. I'm working on Patrice. We have a great bond, but a lot of stuff Patrice is into is not necessarily all her fault. So, it's my baby though. Pray she get it together the way I want her to get it together. The way I've gotten it together. Whatever. Anyway, this has been 20 minutes and counting, 20, 30. So, this is just a little excerpt of the book, just a little piece. I'm going to really try to talk a whole hour, but the battery is just low right now. So this is, you let me know how you like this little piece of story. All this is true stories. It's a true book, true stories. Okay, Diamond in the Dirt / All Over the Place by Teresa Adams, a.k.a. Teresa Diva 1. Queen Teresa Diva 1, a.k.a. Teresa Diva 1. The number 1. All right. Let's see. Peace.